For most of us, August 10th is just another summer day, but for those who lived through this environmental tragedy at the entrance to Tampa Bay, these scenes will forever be etched in their minds. The drama on the water took place exactly 2 years ago today. When you think of disasters on Tampa Bay, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge and the sinking of the Blackthorn come to mind.
And as of 2 years ago, you can add the big oil spill, the collision of 3 vessels off the coast of Fort DeSoto. Peter Bernard takes a look back at lessons learned from this maritime disaster.
This is what firefighters encountered as the sun's light revealed the scope of what happened in the waters of Tampa Bay August 10th, 1993. A barge called the Ocean 255 was a hot fireball. Black smoke was billowing into the air. A cargo ship, the Balsa 37, was in danger of sinking. A second barge was leaking diesel oil. The Inferno burned for 17 hours. Emergency crews from numerous agencies responded, including the Tampa Fire Department.
Truly, it's a testimony to the ability of agencies that don't normally rub shoulders to cooperate and get along and to do problem solving and come up with meaningful answers.
They were hardly equipped for such a huge event on the water, but improvised using the tools they have and borrowing others. A private tug from Gulf Coast Transit was called into action. This truck, called Foam 4, was loaded on an Army Reserve landing craft and was used to spray the flames. Land-based Tampa Fire trucks were also loaded up and used to pump seawater on the burning ship. Looking back, Tampa Fire Captain Bill Wade says the weakest link was communications.
We had officers trying to run the scene all the way down there at Fort DeSoto. Their radios could not communicate back here to Tampa. They didn't have cell phones to be able to call back to Tampa to get the logistics coordinated. So communication became a real major nightmare.
State officials say they're still in the process of assessing the damage to these waters some 2 years after the original incident. They say they hope to have all the assessments done by sometime after the first of the year.
There are still places, and fortunately they're isolated, that are still suffering damage, but over time that we hope to restore all of those areas.
In all, about 330,000 gallons of diesel oil spilled, along with 32,000 gallons of jet fuel. The cleanup tab is at 55 million and climbing. Peter Bernard, 28, Tampa Bay News.
Goodness.
Amazing. Apparently all 3 pilots took part in the blame in that.
Right, they did.
Yeah, so the chances of that happening were slim, but
they did.
It's almost inevitable over time.